this is kind of a drill to work on this week. This right arm, left leg drill is, if you want to step over here for me.
Sure.
Is kind of like what my the head pro used to tell me was to just grab a wedge and just line up just one hand on your club. And the same thing, all you're focusing on is right arm, left leg. Because if you don't hit it crisp or do anything, it's obviously because your right arm is not straight and your left leg is out of control as well. So it's a good drill just to work on your right arm and left leg. You know how my left leg kind of straightened out.
Also in the hole.
Yeah, so I'll let you give that a try.
All right.
Just a drill to work on.
Yeah, let me try it once.
A wedge.
Yeah,
Normally a wedge, obviously it's going to take some repetition as well, but
let me try it once
yeah,
before the end of the lesson.
Go ahead and give it a try.
Let me know if I'm doing it right.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, and don't be afraid to grip down on the club as well. It's going to be easier to control. That's okay. But just again, this helps you work on that right arm, left leg, straightening out at impact. That's okay. You kind of get the feel of how the right arm and left leg should act in the swing. So. Okay, so here, let's talk a little bit before we go on, since you're kind of an advanced player, one of my more advanced students, is kind of how you practice and kind of your thoughts and preparations on the golf course.
Sure.
So let's start out by, when you get to a course before, let's say, a tournament or a round of golf, how do you kind of warm up or get ready for that?
Well, what I usually do is I pull in the parking lot, listen to some music, kind of just hang out for a little bit, and then I take my clubs out of my car, put my shoes on, tie them, walk to the golf course, and then if I'm a little hungry, I'll probably get something to eat, roll some putts. That's priority number one: rolling some putts, getting a feel for the green, and then going to the range and just
hitting a couple drivers.
Hitting a couple of drivers, yeah. Hitting a couple. There's definitely a better way I could go about this, but
okay. Yeah, to get to, I mean, you're obviously an advanced player, but to get to that next level, I think we should work on your pre-round preparation to get as mentally ready as you can for the next 18 holes of golf.
Yeah.
So maybe a couple of things to work on. I don't know how often you would like to get to the course, but however long it would take. Obviously, eating and doing all that is important, but maybe think about doing some stretching.
Yeah,
Just grab a golf club, stretch your arms, stretch your chest, make sure you stretch your quads and your glutes.
Activate my glutes.
Yeah, absolutely, activate the glutes. So just make sure, obviously, do your eating and whatnot, but then go ahead and do your stretching before you hit balls. And then it's personal preference what you want to do first and then second, but instead of going to the range and just pounding a couple drivers, how about you start with a couple half swing wedges?
Yeah.
Just to kind of get your rhythm in.
Some good tempo
and see
for
how
the
you're
day.
feeling for the day. So we can maybe hit the half swing wedges and then maybe move into a couple full swing wedges. Still feeling good? If not, if you can't get tempo, just keep doing that. And then you feel better, go back to full swing wedges and then maybe hit a couple sevens.
Yeah.
And maybe move on to a couple fours. Just keep getting your rhythm up. And then maybe then again hit a couple drivers, but obviously you don't want to keep pounding drivers before a round of golf.
Yeah.
And then do your putting, but we'll talk about it next week when we go do some short game lessons that you can. I'll give you a couple drills and practice routines before a round of golf on the putting green.
Sure.
So just make sure you work on this right arm, left leg.
Okay.
And then next round of golf, I hear you have a tournament coming up next Wednesday.
Yeah.
So maybe practice some of the things we talked about here, as in stretching, all muscles.
Yeah.
Make sure your lower body, your butt and your thighs, and then just go to the range and just work your way up. Just get loose, hit half shots, short clubs, keep going, hit more full shots, and then and then work your way to the putting green, and then obviously make sure you get to the tee in the right amount of time. So
All right.
we'll work on that.